Hello everyone, Reza here. In this video, we will explore the new updates to the modern combo box control, which allows us to build a people picker experience in PowerApps. I'll showcase this in the context of the modern form control, where the user can leverage the modern combo box to pick a user from Entra and submit that information to your backend data source, in this case, a SharePoint list. So let's check the video out in action. Let's begin with focusing on the new features of the modern combo box control. Firstly, to enable modern controls, make sure that under settings, updates, you have modern controls and themes turned on. In my screen, I'll go and insert the modern combo box control. If I head over to properties, we now have a new property called trigger output. Three options are available: on every key press, when the user focuses out of the combo box, or once the user stops typing. Allow searching is turned on. Now for the demonstration, I will pick a SharePoint list that has over 10,000 rows of data. I'll sort my SharePoint list based on the ID column. You can see the largest item has the ID over 10,000 and its title is latest item. The modern combo box items property, I'll connect it to that SharePoint list. At this point, if I was to open the combo box to see all the data, it will only load the first 800 records. If I was to search for text, for example, prepare, it found an item in that set of 800 items that it loaded, which has this particular text. Here is latest item. If I search for the word latest, the combo box will not find it. So how do we make this work? The modern combo box fields, the first field that's listed here, that will be showcased in the combo box. In my case, it's the title column. The items property. Let's change this as follows. Filter my SharePoint list, where starts with is a function that's delegable with SharePoint. So I'll pick this function. My title column, does it start with the text that the user enters in this combo box control when searching? And for this, we can use self.search text. I'll close the start with function. I'll close the filter function. Trigger output is key press. I do not want to keep filtering for every keystroke. I'll use delayed. So let's try this out. Let's try and search for latest. Notice it picked my last item. Let's try and search for create. You can see there are many items in my SharePoint list that begin with the text create. So the modern combo box can use delegable functions depending upon the data source you select to search for data in your data source. Scenario number 2. I have a SharePoint list that has a single select person type column called assigned to. Now, if I was to insert the modern form control and connect it to that SharePoint list, here's the form. I'll set the mode of the form to new and preview. So here's that assigned to person type column. This is a modern combo box, but observe, I'm getting some numbers. You may also see something like inject 0. The data card for assigned to, within this, if I select the modern combo box control, fields, I'll go to edit add field, person type column exposes the following properties. I'll pick display name and click add, preview. Now, this will list out the options that I can pick for the person type column in my SharePoint list. And if I try and search for a user in Microsoft Entra, in this case Reza, it is not able to search for the user. It gives me similar options to the Modern Combobox. However, if I search, it will actually search for users in Entra. However, even this is not a great people picker experience to begin with. So here's my modern form control, which has that assigned to data card in which I have my modern combo box. I'll go to the advanced properties for this combo box. And since I'll be making changes to this data card, I'll unlock it in the form. Now, one of the properties is called input text placeholder. This, I will say, search for user. You can also add emojis here. Now for the items property of the modern combo box control, it uses the formula choices of my SharePoint lists person column. Instead of using this, let's take advantage of the Office 365 users connector. So I'll go to data, add data, search for Office 365 users and pick the Office 365 users connector. The items property for my modern combo box, I'll set it as follows. Office 365 users dot search user v2. Within this, the first property, search term, I'll pick self dot search text. That's the text entered in that combo box, comma, is search term required? I'll say false, comma, top. Now at max, it only returns up to 999 and I will close this. And after this function call, I'll put a dot and pick the value, which includes tabular data of the results returned. The fields for this combo box, I'll edit, add field, and here I'll pick the field that I would like to display. I'll pick the display name of the user. If I preview my modern combo box, notice it will list out all my users. Trigger output, I'll make it delayed. Now, as the user types, they can search for users. This is a person type column, so it expects data in a specific schema, not in the format that Office 365 users returns. The combo box has a property called default selected items. Currently, it's set to parent.default. This would include the value of the SharePoint Person column. The schema is very different from Office 365 users. And since this combo box is based on Office 365 users, I'll make a change here. My default selected items, I'll set as Office 365 users dot search user v2. Search term will be this item dot my person type column, which is assigned to. From that, I'll get the email of the user, which I know is unique for every user. This will guarantee to return one result, but still I can say top one. I'll close this, close the function, put a dot, value. So that will set the default selected item for my combo box. And lastly, my data card has a property called update. It's my combo box control dot selected, but the format is in the style of Office 365 users, not what SharePoint expects. For a person type column, I did a video on this long back. The formulas and syntax still holds true. This is what it will expect for a person type column single select. I'll copy this, and for the update property, I'll paste this. Data card value 21.selected. I'll remove this. So person type column requires this claims token. Where it says user.email, I'll replace this with my combobox.selected.mail. Display name combobox.selected.display name. And email combobox.selected.mail. Done. Let's test this out. Here's my person type column. I'll pick Reza. Submit my form. Takes me to my home screen, and here is that latest item that got created in SharePoint, assigned to Reza Dorrani. I can confirm that in my SharePoint list as well. If I select this record, this takes me to the edit form experience. Notice the default value is still holding true. I can pick any other user or search for users. I'll pick Sarah. Sometimes it goes blank. Just got to make sure I pick it. I'll submit. Gets updated to Sarah. Let's pick this record. It's James. To set the value to blank if assigned to is blank, the update property of the data card, I'll just add one check here. If that combobox.selected. Let's say mail is equal to blank, then you put blank, else you put the formula as is. Preview. I'll make this empty. Submit. Notice assigned to is empty. Let's go back. I'll pick Reza. If I would like to show the user's profile image, select the data card, go and insert an image control. I'll position it right next to the combo box. Image property for the image control will be if not is blank, my combo box control dot selected dot id. Then you use Office 365 users dot user photo v2, and in here I'll put my combo box control dot selected dot id. Done. Preview. That's my profile image. Change it to James. Notice it picks James's profile image. Submit. Assigned to gets updated. If you enjoyed this video, then do like, comment, and subscribe to my YouTube channel. And thank you so much for watching.